You're watching TRTS Clips, a clip-sized content playlist that encloses experiences and stories of some of the most amazing, intellectually sound people from different walks of life. You enjoy this particular clip and don't forget to check out the entire playlist. If you like it, please support us by sharing it. Now, without further ado, the guest is all yours.
You have been an avid reader and have read a lot of stuff. Like since lockdown, you have been reading a lot of stuff. And before that, also you have been constant reader and learner. My question to you is just out of curiosity that how did you realize at some point of time the importance of reading and listening to the authors, what they are trying to convey through their skills and knowledge, whatever they have written in their literature. And second part is just reading a book is just not a complete process until and unless you try to find out something that you could utilize in your personal or professional life. Whenever you are reading a book, how do you approach through that reading process and how do you take out the crux that is valuable for yourself and filter out and use it in your life?
So I think it was 2016, 17. It was 2017 when I actually read a couple of articles online and I came to know that Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, not Warren Buffett, I think Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, they read about 52 books a year. And I think their logic is simple. 52 books a year is one book a week. Exactly. And I was like, even if I live 7 lives, I will never be able to beat these guys in terms of achievements, what they've done, right? Either in terms of the kind of companies they've built up, the kind of wealth they've accumulated. But I said, number of books they read in a year, that's a number which I can surely beat. So I decided to, outsmart both of them by reading 100 books a year. I took up that target in 2018. I achieved it. In 2019, I said, let me not have a target. Let me just continue the flow of reading the way I've been doing. And let's see if I'm able to reach 100. And I actually crossed 100 in 2019 as well. This year, thanks to Corona, I've had a disproportionately higher amount of time to read. So as we speak, I'm on my 90th book right now. And considering the fact that I have more than 2 months, I should be going much beyond 100 as well. But number is one thing. I think your question about the importance of reading is very relevant. And the fact that while these two gentlemen read so many books, I also realized the amount of intellect and the knowledge they have. And I do believe there's a strong correlation between reading and knowledge, which comes way beyond what school you are from or what college you are from. I think schools and college give you just the basic fundamentals in life. In order to live a good life, in order for you to be able to outsmart all the challenges which you face in life, reading lots of books is, I think, the only way, is the only solution. Because yes, experience will teach you a lot. But experience, there is a lot of chance to it, right? Yes, in books also there is a chance. There's a luck element in books because there are millions of books being published every year. So if you don't get access to the right books or nobody tells you which are the right books, it can take you a lot longer as well to be able to gain experience on books as well. No doubt about that. But still, I think you cannot sit under a cave and read books. So if you're constantly talking about what you're reading, if you're constantly talking to other people, if you're reading enough book reviews online, I'm sure you can get to right set of books which can make a big difference to your own life. And when I talk about books, of course, I'm referring to non-fiction than fiction because, fiction has its own learning. But I would say that fiction has to be treated like a bonus. If you read 2-3 non-fiction books and you want some entertainment and rather than watching a web series, you read a fiction book, I think you can get far more entertainment by reading a book than, watching a web series. I think the challenge with the books is that the medium is not as convenient as watching something on the phone or the laptop or the TV. And, the dramatization which happens on media is far more than on the book. But yeah, some of the book fictions even are classics and they can actually be as entertaining as well. So in non-fiction books, starting with self-help, management, biography, literature, technology, there are umpteen number of topics on which you can really find good books. History is a great source of learning as well. Learning about science is again a great source as well. So on every possible topic, there are millions of books around. And if you can put in that bare minimum effort to read 50 books a year, I think it can make a significant difference, not only to the knowledge you have, but the confidence which you're able to build to be able to use your capabilities. We all are born equal. We all have enough amount of capability physically and mentally. The question is, what effort we put in to enhance our capabilities or to be able to make the use of our capabilities. And I think that can happen through reading. Reading can give you that level of confidence to be able to face situations, to be able to take up challenges, to proactively take up new initiatives which can make a difference to your life or to your family. I think there's absolutely no substitute for reading. What reading gives you, I don't think that can come from anyone. A lot of people ask me how I managed to read so many books. So even if you take a 52 book target for the year, which is one book a week, which basically means you have 7 days to finish, let's say, a 300-page book. Roughly, you need to read 40 pages a day. Yeah. And average human, 40 pages cannot take more than 25-30 minutes. So my question is, if you shower every day, if you brush your teeth every day, if you have at least one meal a day, you can definitely take out 35-40 minutes to read a book. That's all you need. Exactly. I think the second thing is the selection of the book has to be right. If you're not liking the book, regardless of whether you spent $200 or $500 or $1,000 or you got it for free, that money is gone. It's not going to come back to you. So that basic urge that, everyone has recommended this book. This is supposed to be a good book, but I'm not getting it. Should I continue reading it? I think the answer is no. Okay. Because regardless of however impressive a book is, there will always be some other book which can give you more or less similar knowledge, provided you search hard for it. So if you don't like that book and you still want to learn or improve yourself on that particular topic, a simple Google search will get you a few other books which will be able to help you in the similar way. So give up that book if you don't find it interesting, but make sure that 30-40 minutes of daily reading is involved. Read multiple books if you can, which is supposed to be a great strategy as well, so that you don't get too deeply engrossed into one particular topic and then get bored with it. Okay. If you do, then there is a topic, there's another book with a different topic to switch to for a short while. And you can always, do back and forth. In a way, it actually increases the speed of reading if you have a variety of content as well. Because if it's the same content, it's boring, you will tend to flip pages, which is not reading the book, right? You tend to take it lightly. You might as well drop the book and start reading another book. I think that's a very straightforward thing to finish 52 books a year. I think it's a lot more easy. If you still find 52 challenging, start with 10 books, 15 books, 20 books. That's not a problem. Building the habit of reading and understanding that reading is important is more important than reading the book itself. Once you have built the mindset towards reading, rest, leave it to God.
Wow.